God says, "Beloved, listen carefully, because this is not just another ordinary message. Archangel Michael is trying to talk to you." Can you feel it? That sudden stirring in your chest, that uneasy sensation, that pull on your heart? That is Michael reaching out. He has never called on you lightly, and today, he is desperate to get your attention because someone's life is hanging by a thread. The air is thick with urgency, and God is asking you not to turn away, not to dismiss this as coincidence or imagination. Open your heart and your mind. You need to hear this. This person, the one whose name you carry silently in your thoughts, is closer than you think to the edge of a profound and irreversible change. Their life, as fragile as glass under pressure, will end soon if the path is not corrected. God says, "Do not fear, for you are not powerless." You may feel small, ordinary, and incapable of affecting the course of destiny, but understand this: even a whisper of love, a single act of attention, a moment of presence, can ripple across dimensions and save a life. Michael is urging you to act, to respond, to open immediately what he has placed before you. Do you feel the urgency? Can you sense the weight of the moment pressing against your very soul? God says this is not a test, nor a mere suggestion. Time is slipping, seconds folding into minutes, and minutes folding into the hour that cannot be undone. Every heartbeat of theirs counts. Every unspoken word matters. You have been chosen to be the vessel, the bridge, the channel of divine intervention. Michael does not issue this call lightly. The Archangel's voice, strong yet filled with compassion, resonates inside your being, and if you ignore it, if you delay, the consequences are irreversible. Now, beloved, focus. You must clear your mind of distractions, of the noise that clouds your clarity. God says, this is the moment where heaven intersects with your earthly presence. You may not understand why this is happening to you, why you are the one receiving this message, but understand that divine wisdom operates in ways that surpass human reasoning. This person, whose life hangs in balance, is bound to you by unseen threads, threads woven by God since before time began. Their story, your story, are interlaced in ways that defy ordinary understanding. Michael says, do not wait. Do not doubt. Open your heart and your senses. Receive the truth. Act with love. God wants you to know that ignoring this call is not an option. The urgency is real. The life in question is at a critical threshold. Every second you hesitate, every moment you postpone, risks sealing a fate that could have been changed by your immediate action. God wants you to picture this person clearly. See them in your mind's eye. Feel the fragility of their presence, the shadow of danger surrounding them. This is no ordinary peril. This is a spiritual emergency, a collision of mortal life and eternal oversight. Michael is at the ready, sword gleaming with divine light, wings spread across dimensions, holding the force that can protect and guide. Yet, he needs you. He needs your heart, your willingness to be the conduit for what must be delivered. Do you remember a time when you felt an unexplained pull, a calling that made no sense, a whisper in the night that seemed unreal? That was Michael before, preparing you for moments like this. God says, now is the time for that preparation to bear fruit. Do not allow skepticism or hesitation to hold you back. The divine orchestration of this event has been set into motion, and you are the final key. This person has something vital to tell you, something that could alter the course of their life, yours, and the unfolding of many interconnected lives. God says, listen with every fiber of your being. Do not let ordinary distractions dilute the message. The words they need to speak are weighted with life-altering truth. Michael warns that if this communication does not happen in time, a door will close that will never open again. Do you feel it? The trembling sense of destiny pressing against your chest. That is Michael standing close, urging, guiding, imploring. He says, beloved, the time is now. Act. Open. Receive. Respond. God says, when you engage with this message fully, you will feel a surge of warmth, of divine protection, of alignment with the heavenly purpose. Do not fear what you will find, for God's light shields you and the person whose life is at risk. You may ask, why me? Why now? God says, because you have been prepared, even if unknowingly. Your spirit has been tempered by trials, your heart has been tested and strengthened, and now you are ready to act as the vessel of divine intervention. This is not an accident. There is no coincidence. Every event leading up to this moment, every relationship, every whisper of intuition, has been orchestrated by God to bring you here. Michael says, do not underestimate the power of presence. Even silence, when guided by divine intent, can speak louder than words. Your willingness to simply be there, to listen, to acknowledge, can turn the tide of fate. God emphasizes, this is your moment to step beyond the ordinary constraints of human limitation. The intervention you can offer is a miracle in motion. You will sense signs, small and subtle, as guidance, a sudden thought, a glance, a message that appears unexpectedly. God says, trust these signs. Do not question them. They are Michael's markers, pointing you toward the life you are called to protect, the message you are called to receive, the connection you are destined to honor. This is only the beginning. As you continue to act, as you continue to open and listen, layers of truth will unfold. Secrets will be revealed. Misunderstandings will clear. Hearts will connect in ways that only God's plan can explain. Every hesitation will cost precious time. Every moment of attentiveness will multiply the impact of your actions. Michael says, open now. Do not delay. Let your spirit respond with courage. Let your heart act with love. Let your mind clear the obstacles that prevent you from being fully present. God says, the miraculous is not in what you expect, but in what unfolds when you act with faith and urgency. Beloved, prepare yourself to encounter truth so profound it may shake you. Prepare for revelations that will realign your understanding of purpose, destiny, and divine love. This is not merely a warning, it is an invitation. Michael invites you to step into your power, to become the vessel through which life, protection, and revelation flow. God says, as you read this, know that your protection is assured. Angels surround you, Michael's wings encircle you, and divine energy flows through every fiber of your being. The person whose life is at risk is closer than you think, and the moment to act is now. Do not let fear, doubt, or hesitation interfere. Act with faith. Respond with love. Open your heart and your senses fully. Beloved, come and sit quietly for a moment. Breathe in once, slowly, and breathe out. In this stillness, Archangel Michael draws near, his presence like a warm blade of light cutting through every confusion, every fear. He is standing beside you now, his armor gentled into a soft, merciful glow, his voice a thunder that is also a whisper, calling only for you. He says, I have come because there is something of the deepest importance I must place into your hands. Listen with your whole heart. There is an urgency that hums beneath the words I bring, not a cruelty, not a punishment, but a fierce, compassionate alarm from the heart of heaven. Someone who matters to you, whether they are close now or distant in memory, is weighing their last days on this earthly shore. Time is a fragile thread here, and you are being invited to mend what has been torn, to bring light where shadows have gathered. Do not mistake the tone, this is not meant to terrify you but to move you. In the final hours, the human heart becomes bright and honest and vulnerable. Truths you could not reach before may finally rise like steam from a warm cup. This is a sacred invitation. If you feel a tremor of fear reading this, allow it to pass like a wave. Fear is only the body's way of telling you something matters. Let love be the keel beneath your fear. Michael says, name them in your prayer. Say their name aloud or whisper it in the quiet. Call on me if you need a bridge. I will stand guard at their threshold. I will open a corridor of light between you and the place where they find themselves. Something important is waiting to be said, to be forgiven, to be admitted, to be blessed. Do not imagine dramatic, cinematic scenes. Often the deepest truths arrive in simple things, a hand finding another, a look that speaks mountains, a single word that clears an ocean of doubt. Michael presses gently, be present. If you can, go to them. If you cannot go, do not let the distance be an excuse. Send the cleanest, truest message you can form. Speak from the place in you that never lies. Tell them you love them, that you forgive them, that you accept them, that you are grateful. If there is a wrong that has been carried like a stone inside you, name it and lay it down. If there is an unspoken mercy, release it now. This person, in their stillness, will remember everything that mattered and also the smallest kindnesses that perhaps you forgot you offered. Michael says, do not wait for them to ask for forgiveness or to confess. Sometimes the dying heart is too proud or too afraid. You are the offering. Move first. Let your compassion be a sacrament. If there is anger inside you that has been fossilized into righteousness, let it soften. Anger is often a lamp that lights what we most fear to lose. It is not always the final truth. Replace it with a presence so steady that even regret will rest in its light. Say what needs saying with simplicity. No sermon, no long defense. Just speak from the bone. There will be a temptation to choose words that hide the rawness of what you feel. Resist that. The truth that heals is a simple truth. Michael encourages you to speak plainly. I am sorry. I forgive you. I love you. Thank you. I was wrong. Will you forgive me? Tell them the cherished memories, the time they laughed until water came from their eyes, the strange little victory they once had that no one else saw, the way they held themselves when they were brave. These shared memories will light a candle inside both of you. If you are burdened by guilt that you have failed them, Michael says, bring what you can, not what you cannot. Human life is full of mistakes and 1,000 private failures. Redemption does not require perfection, it asks only for surrendered honesty. Ask for mercy. Offer it. And then stand still. Miracles frequently move like a slow tide. The first touch is small, but it alters the coast. Your small act may be the hinge on which a great door opens. Listen now for the small signs. Michael teaches you how to read them. When you are with them, notice the breathing pattern, the slackening of the jaw, the little convulsions of the fingers. These are not only physical, they are spiritual conversations. Sometimes a squeeze of the hand, a soft hum, a single held gaze says more than any speech. If they cannot answer with words, listen for what their eyes say. If they lie still and quiet, speak anyway. Let your words fall into the quiet like seeds, trusting that some will root. If you are not able to be present physically, Michael will guide you to create a sacred vicinity across distance. Light a candle for them. Place a token of their life where you can see it. Pray their name into the small hours. Send a message that is both honest and blessed. Speak as you would if you were a child with pure clarity. Ask for the things that simplify all other things: forgiveness, blessing, release. Michael will carry your words on angelic currents. He will place them before that soul like a mirror, and often the soul will turn toward that mirror and receive what it needs. There is a mystery at work when death approaches. The heart's defenses often fall, and souls become luminous with regret, gratitude, love, even rage that must be seen. Be willing to witness all of it. Listen without shrinking. If they say things that hurt, hold your center. If they confess things you did not know, do not let shock extinguish your love. This is the time when the human story moves toward a knot being untied. Michael's role is to walk alongside, to remove whatever terror tries to hide the face of God. He will stand between you and any spirit of accusation. Trust him. Allow him to be both shield and clarifier. You may have questions. Why now? Why must this come with such urgency? There are answers that heaven keeps sacred and the human mind cannot always hold. But Michael whispers this: sometimes a soul chooses to remain, in weakness or stubbornness, until a certain conversation is completed. And sometimes God, in His mercy, gives a final chance, a thin, urgent corridor, where truth can be spoken and peace can be made. Do not squander this corridor. Walk through it. Michael asks you to consider ritual. Not the kind that is showy, but a moment that marks the crossing, a prayer prayed slowly, a psalm or poem read aloud, a small object placed under the pillow, a song played that has always mattered. If they loved a certain prayer, say it for them. If they liked a hymn, let it play softly. The familiar sound of what they love will often open the heart to receive. Bless them with words that come from the highest part of you. May your path be gentle. May you be forgiven. May love be your light. If the person is angry with you for reasons you do not yet understand, do not demand to be justified. Sit in the humility of presence and let them carry their truth. Say, I hear you. I see you. I accept you. If reconciliation is possible, reach for it. If not, know that some reconciliations are made beyond words, in the mutual release of bitterness. Michael knows how to wash wounds that human hands cannot touch. Ask him to intercede. Visualize his blue sword of healing cutting away the rotten places while leaving the living tissues intact. If a confession or secret emerges that shocks you, ground yourself. Your role in that moment is not to mete out judgment but to receive what is offered and to respond with truth anchored in love. If safety becomes an urgent concern, if they reveal something that would put you or another at immediate risk, seek help from those who can assist. Michael is a warrior of light, but he also works alongside human systems of care. Call for medical help, call a trusted person, if necessary. Do not let pride prevent practical action. There is also a tender part of this message. Michael says there will be small, miraculous moments. A hand will relax into yours like a child finally asleep. A face that had been crumpled with pain might suddenly smooth into a look of strange relief. A laughter may bubble up unexpectedly and sound like a bell. You must be ready to see miracles in miniature. They are not less than a parting without pain, they are entire and holy in themselves. When such moments appear, do not rush them. Let them spread like water, cool and sacred. If you are wrestling with whether to say something, let this be your guide. Speak so that your words are honest and brief, and leave space for silence. Silence is a cradle for mystery. Much of what heals occurs in that silence. After you have offered what you can, sit still and let presence do the rest. Michael will saturate that silence with grace. Imagine a blue light pooling over both of you, steady and luminous, and let that image hold you when words run out. If this person has turned away from faith or from God entirely, do not let that stop you from praying. Pray with a soft persistence rather than a fury of proof. God is endlessly inventive at meeting the exact place where a soul waits. Offer simple prayers. May you see what you need to see, may your heart soften, may mercy find you. Michael will accompany these prayers with the precise kindness required. Understand also that people nearing the end sometimes tell untruths, weave fantasies, or cling to stories that made them feel better. Michael asks you to accept these with a compassion that separates truth from tenderness. Some stories are not lies so much as a soul's way to comfort itself, they are fragile rafts on a stormy sea. Do not destroy the raft if it keeps them afloat in those final hours. But do, if you must, offer truth with gentleness when it is necessary. The balance is subtle. Ask Michael to show you the proper measure. If you are alone in this, if no one else is available, know that you are not alone. Michael stands with you. Call him by name. Feel that surge of light press into your chest like a hand of reassurance. You can create a small liturgy, light a candle, lay your hand over your heart, say the names of the saints or angels if that brings you comfort, and speak aloud what you need to speak. The universe hears when you speak with a brave, soft voice. Do not neglect yourself. Tending to a dying person drains the body and the spirit. Keep hydrated. Rest your eyes when you can. Ask a friend to bring food, even if you do not eat. Let someone else hold one end of the burden while you hold the other. Michael reminds you that to love wisely is also to keep your strength. Angels work best when humans are not consumed by exhaustion. If you must sleep, sleep. If you must step, Beloved, hear this now with every part of your heart open. Archangel Michael is bending close, his voice like thunder wrapped in kindness, and he is trying to speak to you. He stands at the threshold of your soul, a burning blade of truth in one hand and a feather-soft mercy in the other. He wants you to listen. The urgency in him is not the clamor of panic but the fierce, holy urgency of deliverance. Something in the life of someone you love, someone who may stand quietly in the corner of your memory, someone you talk to, someone you have seen laughing and hiding pain, is shifting toward an ending. Not as a sentence, but as a doorway. There is a message that must cross that doorway. Open your ears. Open your eyes. Open your heart. You may feel a cold sense under your ribs, a knowledge you cannot name. That sensation is Michael's hand, tapping gently, insisting that you make space. He says, do not ignore what you sense. Do not wave away the quiet knock. This is not a test of your courage, it is an invitation to be present, to be a witness to what matters most in the final chapters of this life story. There are words the other person needs to tell you, apologies that will heal, truths that will set both of you free, confessions that will lift burdens from shoulders you carry together. If you hold back, if you hesitate, the moment may slip like water through your fingers. Michael warns, there is weight to what will be said, and weight to what will remain unsaid. Listen to the small things Michael shows you first, the unfinished sentences, the looks that linger too long, the small rituals they repeat as if trying to summon courage. These are signposts. Michael will show you a single image, perhaps a folded note hidden in a faded jacket pocket, a book left open at a certain page, or the scent of something, a perfume, a spice, that revives a memory. Do not dismiss these as coincidence. They are the language the divine uses when it cannot speak plainly, gestures, tokens, slight tremors in ordinary routines. When you notice, respond gently. Say the name of the person out loud. Speak while God says, listen carefully, for this is not just another message. This is the moment that your life has been waiting for. The heavens are aligned, and Archangel Michael himself is standing before you, his wings stretching wide, his presence fierce yet tender, radiating light that cuts through the darkness that has surrounded you. 2 minutes. 2 minutes are all that remain. 2 minutes before a miracle, unlike anything you have ever experienced, unfolds directly in your life. Michael is calling, commanding, urging you not to wait, not to hesitate, not to doubt for even a single heartbeat. The universe is ready to shift on your behalf, to pour blessings, to reveal truths, and to open doors that you have longed to see opened, but this will only happen if you respond now. Immediately. Do not scroll away. Do not doubt. Open your heart and your mind, and allow the divine energy to flow into every fiber of your being. God says, fear has no place here. The enemy may have tried to convince you otherwise. They may have whispered that your struggles would never end, that your prayers were unheard, that your dreams were too far, too unreachable. But those whispers are lies. Lies that crumble in the presence of divine truth. Michael stands beside you, sword drawn, not to harm, but to cut away the chains of fear, anxiety, and doubt that have bound your spirit. Feel his energy now, coursing through your body, filling you with strength you didn't know you had. Your protection is assured. Nothing can harm you while God's hand rests upon you. The angels are surrounding you, unseen by the world, but tangible in spirit. They are ready to deliver messages, miracles, and opportunities that have been orchestrated by God Himself. Your time is now. The next 2 minutes will determine the magnitude of what unfolds, and you cannot delay. God says, this miracle is unlike any financial blessing, any opportunity, any change you have seen before. It is both immediate and far-reaching. It will touch every area of your life, the personal, the spiritual, the emotional, the physical, and the financial. What you have prayed for, what you have longed for, what you have envisioned in your quiet moments, all of it is converging. Do not let your human hesitations, your second-guessing, or your fear of the unknown prevent you from receiving what God is offering. The angels are holding the doors open. Michael is pointing directly toward them. All you have to do is move, trust, and act. The universe responds to action guided by faith, and right now, your faith is being tested, not to punish you, but to elevate you to heights you cannot yet imagine. God says, reflect on your life and see the moments when you felt lost, when doors were closed, when hope seemed distant. Those moments were not the end, they were preparation. Each tear you shed, each struggle you endured, each disappointment you survived, all of it has led to this exact moment. The weight of your past has been lifted, the chains of limitation are falling away. Michael's sword cuts through every block, every fear, every manipulation that has tried to hold you back. You are being prepared for a reality where abundance is not only possible but inevitable. God's plan for you is perfect. He knows the exact moment to send blessings, and that moment is now. God says, do not question the timing, for divine timing is flawless. The next 2 minutes are critical. They are the window through which blessings will pour into your life. The miracle is already in motion, but it will not reach completion unless you open yourself fully. Your mind may try to argue, to rationalize, to postpone, but your spirit knows the truth. That truth is that God is faithful, Michael is here, and your destiny is calling. Open your heart, pray with intensity, and prepare to witness a shift so profound that it will astonish you. Angels are aligning circumstances around you, unseen by the world but undeniable in their effects. Doors that seemed locked are swinging wide. People who were distant are returning. Opportunities that you thought were gone forever are now being handed to you. Every area of your life that has been dormant is awakening. But it all depends on your immediate attention, your unwavering focus, your trust in God's plan. God says, take a deep breath and feel the energy around you. Feel Michael's presence, strong, protective, commanding. He is crying with joy because he knows what is about to happen. The heavens are rejoicing. The angels are singing. Your name is being spoken by God Himself. The miracle is coming directly to you, and it is personal. This is not a general blessing for the world, it is uniquely crafted for you, and only you. Do not let human distraction steal this moment. The phone, the messages, the obligations, the noise, silence them. This is divine, this is urgent, and it is here now. 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, and your life will never be the same again. God says, as you read this, open your hands, open your heart, and speak directly to God. Declare your faith, your readiness, your acceptance. Say, I trust you, Lord. I am ready for this miracle. I receive it fully. Do it now, do it with conviction, do it with your entire being. Michael is standing with you, nodding, guiding, protecting. Angels are ready to move obstacles, to create openings, to align situations, to manifest your prayers. What seems impossible to the world is already unfolding in the Spirit. What seems uncertain in your mind is already guaranteed by God. You cannot see all of it yet, but faith bridges that gap. Believe fully. Act immediately. Do not delay. The clock is ticking, and 2 minutes remain for you to step fully into what God has ordained for you. God says, your blessings will not arrive silently. They will come with evidence, with signs, with confirmation. You will see people, messages, and opportunities appearing exactly where they are needed. What you have prayed for financially, spiritually, and emotionally will manifest in ways that astonish you. The people who doubted you will be amazed. The circumstances that seemed impossible will resolve. Health, happiness, financial stability, spiritual awakening, all of it is part of the divine package being delivered. But again, the key is urgency. This message is not to be ignored. Michael is crying because he knows how close you are to the breakthrough, and he also knows that hesitation can delay it. Open now. Pray now. Accept now. God says, remember, your life is not a coincidence. Every moment has led you here. Every struggle has prepared you for this instant. The miracle is prepared, the timing is perfect, the universe is aligned. The angels are invisible but tangible. Michael is present in ways that defy human understanding. And the most important truth is this: God loves you. He has not forgotten you. He has not abandoned you. He has been preparing you for this extraordinary moment when your faith will be rewarded beyond imagination. The next 2 minutes will feel like eternity, but in reality, they are the gateway to transformation, to abundance, to joy, to peace, and to fulfillment in every area of your life. God says, lift your eyes, lift your spirit, and lift your heart. Speak aloud your gratitude for what is coming. Declare that you are ready for divine intervention. Say, Lord, I trust you completely. Michael, guide me and protect me. I am ready for the miracle. Feel the energy coursing through your body. The tingling, the warmth, the rush, it is the presence of God moving through you. Angels are surrounding you, the universe is responding, and every cell of your being is being prepared to receive what is yours. Do not waste a single second. 2 minutes. That is all you have. Open, accept, believe, and receive. Beloved, breathe. Right now, in this exact moment, 2 minutes, the clock is close, the air feels charged, Archangel Michael stands beside you, his hand over your heart, and God's voice hums like thunder wrapped in velvet. This is not ordinary. This is not a gentle nudge. This is an earthquake of mercy aimed straight at your life. You feel it, that quickening inside your chest, the hairs along your arms lifting like small flags of witness. Do not dismiss this sensation. Do not scroll past. This is the single most tender, urgent invitation the heavens are sending you at this hour. Receive it fully, and let it rearrange everything. What no longer serves you. The miraculous cannot fully enter where clutter remains. That clutter may be literal, papers, boxes, clothes, or it may be emotional, old conversations replayed, grudges nursing themselves into sorrow, fear files labeled always, shame files labeled never. Take one breath and imagine Michael's sword, not of violence, but of holiness, slicing clean through the cords that bind you to those old things. Picture the cords falling away like autumn leaves. As they fall, feel the space widen in your chest, the space where the miracle will take root. Do this now. Forgive yourself for what you believed you should have done. Forgive the people who failed you, not to excuse them but to unchain yourself. Forgiveness is not a favor you do for them, it is a gift you give to your future. If you are wondering whether God hears the small prayers, the quiet desperate sigh under breath, the whispered, help, between heartbeats, hear this clearly, God hears the smallest prayers first. The universe bends toward the sincerity of a single honest cry. Your private, unpolished plea is more potent than you think. Do not sanitize your sorrow before you bring it to God. Bring your rawness. Bring your embarrassment. Bring the part of you that's been hiding in the shadows. God will meet you there and say, I have been waiting to hold this. Expect acceleration.